Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Good morning, farmers. Starting the day like we usually do on top of our deck, overlooking the town, well, village, or John's store. We don't get to see too much of the town, or the village, or anything for that matter. It's a farmhouse, basically. It's all that's really around here. There's Rex, still happy as can be. Haven't fed him for days. Wife looks like she's still in bed. And the pumpkins are still in the greenhouse. I had a quick look at the jobs today, and she's outside sweeping the grass, as one would. There's only basically one job that I saw. Let me just double check again. It is a fix-a-building job, so I think I'm going to travel over there just to do that. And then I may actually start the day to cultivate the last field that we have over here. And then we can get our wife's tractor back over with the cultivator. We can maybe start focusing on making sure all these over here are all set to go. Looks like these fields are ready for harvest now. Some of them anyways. So we'll get to that in a few days' time or so. But my thought is cultivate this field over here. May do a quick time lapse, or let's do a jump cut or something like that. That's a pretty big field, isn't it? Yeah, almost 4 hectares. So that's going to take quite a bit of the day. And then I may come back here, grab our other tractor, or drive her tractor back, fuel up. We'll get the slurry tanker, and we'll slap some slurry around. I did hire a worker to cultivate this field over here, so they're go ahead and doing that. But we're going to start the day by trying to find this person over here. I'll put a star there, so when we take the bus, I'll be able to get to it quicker. And then from there, once we get the fix the building job done, we'll head on down. We'll start cultivating that field and bring the tractor back. That'll pretty much be most of the day, I think, cultivating that field. But I think a day to start the job would be good. It's a simple job. Fix the building. I've done them all. I think I've done them all. I don't think there's any extras. Where am I facing? So they're over here somewhere. One of our fields ready to go. Click the right mouse button because who knows where they're going. Okay, now we got an eye on them. They're not going to go anywhere. Looks like Evelyn. Do you guys know your chickens are all out here? She's waving.
Hello there.
Hello, nice to see you.
Come closer. Nice to see you. Okay, same thing.
Is there something I can help you with?
A building on my farm needs some care. What do you think?
No, it used to be $300 and 600 social points, but now it's $450 and
I'll take
900
care of
social
this.
points. Yeah, I'll go stare at your walls for a second. We'll just yonder right over here. That's why I leave the doors open. I used to shut the doors, try to be polite, but now it's like, you know what? You're gonna have me come here every 4 or 5 days or so. I'll just leave the doors open.
Thank you. Here's something for you.
Don't know what it is about this town. Everyone likes using brooms to sweep up the dirt on the outside. Makes perfect sense. Yay, game saved. So if we come over here, this should be the last field I have to do over here. Now technically I don't have to do, I mean I could hire a worker, but you know, our equipment's over here. Will save us some money. Actually, how much would it cost? Yeah, $1,200. So that's how much we're saving by doing the work ourselves. Shouldn't take too long. Well, in real life it doesn't take too long. We'll zoom on out here. We'll lower that. Set the cruise control. Start making some laps, as one would. 40% fuel. I should have more than enough to cultivate this field. And then drive all the way back to the homestead. Wash it, refuel it. It's been over here for quite a while. The wife has been asking where her tractor is. I'm like, you got your tractor, that little one over there now. She never uses it. I'm like, how about you do the greenhouse? And she gave me a disgusted look. That's why I left this morning. So here we are. But it's good to know now that down in Old Wheatford that our fields are ready for harvest. So once we get those fields all done, all of our fields will be harvested. We know we got for money for the year. And then it'll become time to spend money, meaning paying for seed and fertilizer, all that stuff. Just spend money everywhere. But then next spring, yeah, we'll hopefully rake in $1 million from winter canola. But we will be back over here with a tractor and our fertilizer spreader when we put down the Fert X. Yeah, it's traffic. You stop. I'm over here now. And I need to get rid of that marker on the map, or that's gonna... They always drive me nuts when I see those. Because I feel like when I see that, you know, you play enough video games through the years, you start seeing markers like that, you think there's a quest waiting for you. So I gotta get them off, because if I keep seeing it, I'll be like, what am I doing over there? Oh, that's right, I already did it. So last episode, we did a little bit of fishing, which, like I said, if they did something with the fishing, meaning the fish were like different weights and whatever, to me it'd be more interesting to do it once in a while. But was that last episode I did the fishing, or the episode before? I kind of forgot now. I think that was the episode before. I think that was in the 200th episode we did a little fishing. But other than catching it to make some food, which once you get married, your wife pretty much, well, she kind of makes food. I haven't checked our pantry in a while because now that the devs changed the way we cook food at the cooktop is much better. I was like, I don't want to sit here and just keep hitting cook one. Now that we can cook like 200 at a time, it's like, oh yeah, that's the way to go. Yeah, the canned food is considered tier... Why are you doing that, tractor? Don't do that. It's considered tier 2 cooking, and what your wife makes is tier 3 cooking. But apparently she doesn't do nothing with the strawberries. I had the strawberries in there for ages. I was thinking she might make a dessert. I mean, she can make, like with the strawberries, she can make like dessert. Instead of giving you like a food buff, it can give you like a sleep buff. It's like if you get tired, it's going to have like a strawberry shortcake. The sugar from the strawberry shortcake would give you a sleep buff, so you don't have to sit by the fire for a few minutes. Things I think of when I'm cultivating a field for a half hour in real time. You got time to think. Things that they could do with the game. But this tractor could use a good wash and definitely a refueling when we go back. Then, like I said, we'll grab the slurry tanker. There's one that's got 10,000 liters in it, and I think another one's got 2. We'll grab the one that's got 10,000, and we'll top it off, and we'll go spray a few fields or something like that this afternoon. Then we'll go head back to the farmhouse, check up and see if the wife has not cleaned out the greenhouse. I'll be shocked when it finally does happen, or if it does happen. I think we'll give her until like the 20th of August. I think today's the 16th of August. Yes, it is. It's the 16th of August, so we'll give her like 4 more days or so. If she doesn't clean it up by then I guess we'll do it. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out if she actually will do it. But, you know, even if you forget about the greenhouse, by now you would be like, oh yeah, the greenhouse. Yeah, something when I get right there in the field that really... I'm just cultivating. Why is it twisting my tractor like that for? Yeah, so you don't really go that many days in between forgetting the greenhouse, do you? I mean, I can see skipping 1, 2, 3 days. I don't know. About 3/4 of the way done, and it's about noon. So I thought it'd be a good time to have something to eat since I'm hungry. I would like to have a beer, but, you know, we're still working. So we'll start with some Italian tomato soup. And I think we'll top it off with, well, we'll go with zucchini soup since I got so much of it. I don't think I wanted fish in oil with tomato soup. That sounds like a lot of acid all at once, but I'm pretty sure there's some acid in that as well. So now that we're full of food, we're doing well. So yeah, you can see it's just a little bit past 2, and yeah, 74% done. This field does have a lot of dips and weird undulations down in this corner. Makes your tractor do a lot of funny things. But yeah, we need to get the rest of this field done so we can head back to the farmstead and get the slurry tanker done, get some fields slurried up. But we did pretty much took about a half-hour lunch break. Usually I would eat in the tractor, but it's such a nice day outside. We're down to 30% fuel. We should be fine, though. It only took 10% to get this far, so it's not going to take too much more. So let's lower that back down, set the cruise control back on. Probably take me like another 10 minutes or so in real time to finish up this field. So I'm going to keep making some NASCAR laps here and bring it back near the end. Yeah, but you can kind of see this field, like down this corner, you can see all the dips and... yeah, you can see the tractor right there just bouncing around. That's not from plow furrows, that's just the land, all bumpy and... Oh, if I only had a landscaping tool. Oh, wait, I know where I can find one. No, never mind. That's a different game. Yeah, it needs to be flattened around in here. You think a plow would do that over time, but... You know, whatever. I'm not going to worry about it too much. We're not going to do much work over in these fields. Unless they put a sell point over here at some point. If they will or will not, I don't know. But, yeah, I'll bring you back when we're just about done with this field. And we'll head back to the farmstead so we can get some other work done. 95% done. Just got a little piece of the pie to finish up. And then we can bring this tractor back to the farm and give it a good clean over. Paint job will stay the same because technically it is the wife's tractor. Although she never used it. I guess I could paint it like maybe like a pinkish color. That way I know which tractor is which. Not that it really matters. It's not like it keeps hours on it or we got to repairs, but... down to 25% fuel. This tractor has done quite a bit of work over here, though. And actually, I don't know if there is a gas station on this side of the map. There isn't much on this side of the map, to be honest with you. No sell point. Like I said, I'm not sure there's a gas station over here. And really the southeastern part of the map, I think there's only one field in the whole southeastern part of the map. So like if we were to dig into here. Is there any fields down here? Yeah, there's one field right there. I do believe that's the only one. It's not even a hectare either. Now, so where is the nearest gas station? I mean, right here. I mean, it's not too far. But yeah, there's not much down here at all, whatsoever. But let's finish up this field so we can get the heck out of here. And we don't have to worry about these fields until it comes time to fertilizing them. I'm hoping when we fill our fertilizer with Fur-X when we come over here that we can do it in one trip. At worst, probably 2 trips. But there we go, 100%. So I'll meet you back at the farm when this messy tractor will clean it up, refuel it, and then we'll go get it dirty again by spreading some slurry around. So I'll see you, what time is it? Wow, it's almost 2:30 in the afternoon, so it'll probably take me 40 minutes to get back to the farm, and I'll see you then. Now we're back home. Greenhouse has still got the pumpkins in it. Rex is still as happy as he can be. And in a second, we're going to have a clean and refuel tractor. Tractor? Yeah, I said tractor. So it's did I actually hit refuel? Apparently I did. Well, we'll give it a good wash. And now he's got to find the right slurry tanker that we can top off and go spread some slurry. So how many cultivators do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 cultivators. Which one is which here? Yeah, that's got the 10,000 in it, and this has almost 5,000 in it. So we'll take the one that's got 10,000 in it. Can you hook? Oh, there we go. Let's go top it off, and we'll head over to the field that we hired a worker to cultivate for us this morning. I think he should be done. His field is smaller than ours. And if we go to the map, yeah, he's done. Let's see what we got there. Not fertilized. Fertilized. Now we'll do these fields in this area here. Not fertilized. Not fertilized. Alright, just checking to see what we got. Alright, we got a full tank, so let's get to work. Let's see if I can get 90% of this field covered up. I would like to zoom up more on that so you can actually see where you're spreading it, because you can't zoom back far enough. I mean, you can see where it's spreading it, but you can't see the soil change, the texture change, because you can't zoom far enough out. But I think we're doing okay, give or take. Getting hungry. We just had lunch, but I guess it is probably getting close to dinner time after finishing the rest of the field and then driving over. So when this tank runs out, we'll park it up, and then we'll use the other tanker that had 5,000 liters in it, or kilograms. We can top it off at some point and then do some more fields later on. But we're going to try to do enough fields until we run out. Which at this rate here, I'm zoomed far enough out so I can try to see where I'm spreading, but I'm not zoomed far enough in to see how much I got left in the tank. That's aggravating. You can always tell where the AI worker kind of finished where their center of the field is by the spot they miss. But it's too bad you can't hire a worker to fertilize. Although I haven't checked. Maybe you can hire someone to fertilize. Couldn't be 4, but I haven't checked in a while to see if that was put in an update that maybe I missed, but I don't think you can hire someone to fertilize. We can check that in a second when I get done with this field. Almost got 90% fertilization on this field with this, which in the old days was good enough. But we will get these last couple of spots here and there. Maybe we'll get up to like 93 or 4%. Okay, 91%. We'll call that good. So now we gotta zoom in. And now we can see, well, it took about half of our tank. So let's see, I got this field here. That one's been fertilized. This one has not. So we'll hit this field and this field. Get those done. Shouldn't take too long to get this small field that used to be a grass field. Now I don't really care about having grass anymore. Maybe someday again when the cows get hungry. But I doubt it, because we will probably just like plant wheat or barley so we can get grain off it and then feed the cows that way. I really see no need to do grass again, but you know, I might just do it just to change things up. But after doing that big field of grass on the east side, I have no intentions of doing grass anytime soon. Actually, it feels weird kind of working this field. I bought this field rather early. Planted the grass in it, and that's when I realized, oh, we can't do nothing with the grass. That's kind of stupid. And that grass field was sitting there for ages. So most of these fields here, I'm going to run over, try to see if I can run over this crop just to get rid of it. I can't believe it's still there. And some of it still is. Why is this bogging down so much here? Turn on our front axle. Maybe that's what I need to do. That was just going so slow. But the extra axle seems to help out. But we'll just go until we run out of slurry in this tank. But these are the fields that we hired someone to plow and cultivate. It's not bumpy, it just wouldn't go up the hill that well. Just needed more traction, I suppose. So the fields out east are all plowed and cultivated. They just need to be fertilized and seeded. The fields around here are, I think, are all plowed and cultivated. They just need to be fertilized and seeded. And now all the fields down at Old Wheatford are turning for harvest. But some are plowed and cultivated, like the big 7.55 hectare field. But now that we can hire people in any field, you can almost probably get 3 harvests per year out of each field still. My container is empty. Well, I guess that make sure you turn it off, because I've done that before where I leave it on, I go to refill it and it's like, boy, it's not filling up fast. And you look in the back, it's like, oh, because it's still turned on and it's spitting it out the back. Let's go park this guy up. This guy doesn't have fertilizer on it, right? No, it doesn't. We can drive across this field because, well, we own it. Hey, Oliver. Abigail, is it Abigail? Saw it quickly. I think it is Abigail. But I think what we're going to do is, I'm going to try to do is take the other tanker, hook that back up, I might as well top it off, and I just want to go up and finish up that field. I don't want to get it like halfway done and forget about it, because I would forget about it. So I need to take care of that now. So I'm going to hook up the other tank that's got 5,000 kilograms in it. We'll go top off. Well, it's not going to top off the tank, but we'll empty our storage tank at least. I'm going to head back up there, and we'll should be able to finish out the field, I would assume. Well, since I'm not quite sure I remember where I left off, because I don't... okay, right there. I was like, I'll just start there, but now I know. Now I know. So we took the rest of what was in storage. We got it in this tank here. I think it brought up to like 10,000 kilograms into the tank. So we doubled it, because we had like 5,000. I'm pretty sure I'll eat up pretty close to like 3,000 or 4,000 just by doing this a little bit. But it's another field kind of ready. It's going to need the other stage of fertilization, artificial fertilizer. We want to make sure all of our fields are pretty much well fertilized. You don't have to be, you know, on top of everything. 95% will deal with that fine. Actually, I hardly used any, about 2,000. So we'll go park this back down to our parking area. Actually, should I or shouldn't I? Now we'll go park it up for now. I think it's enough slurry for one day. Save it for another day. I'm trying to mix up the jobs just to keep the videos interesting, but it's pretty much plowing, cultivating, and fertilizing, and some harvesting. It will be interesting to see when this game gets fully released. I know they said they're going to release it so mods can be done. So I don't know how much interest is in the game for the modding community, but we shall see. Because I mean, it's just like Farming Simulator. Farming Simulator is a good game, but it's really the mods that we use that make the game so much better. Alright, so if I park this up, hopefully I can remember which one has the slurry in it, but, you know, we can always check it. Just like I did when I hooked it up today. Do I really have a place to park this one? I mean, I guess I can park them back to back. There's room to do so. If I could actually get in there. Although when I get out, am I going to like jump into the barn here? Let me out? Or it's not going to let me out at all. Won't let me out. Will let me out anywhere? There we go. Yeah, not the ideal spot, but it's close enough. Hey Rex, what's up? Yeah, did you see the greenhouse? Yeah, I saw the greenhouse. I'm just have a feeling that she's not going to even take care of it, and I'm getting to the point where I'm tired of checking on it, and I just want to replant things. But we'll give her until the 20th just to see if she will, and by then if she doesn't, then you know it's almost like, I want to say it's going to be like 10 days. If we give her to the 20th, I think I want to say it's going to be 10 days since they were ready to pick at least. So, you know, by the time she gets to them, yeah, you're going to lose a lot of yield on that. Well, since the wife is cooking, and I didn't really want to talk to her anyways, and really I don't know why I should, she's not taking care of the greenhouse. We'll pick up, well, not pick up the yard, but we'll make it look the yard look just a little bit better here. Let's clean up around this tree. And our fire pit area. Usually in this area, I grab the tractor and a cultivator. and just go right over it and get it done within a matter of a minute or so. There, that's kind of good enough around the fire pit for now. Plus, it's getting dark out. What time is it? Yikes. It's getting late. I was like, is the wife even... The wife may have gone to bed, but she hasn't. So we're pretty much done on the east side for plowing and cultivating. We just got to fertilize it, and we'll hire someone to seed those fields. I'm not going way over there with a seed drill. That'll be a lot of trips back and forth. We got to spread some slurry on 3 fields. Yeah, that one there, the small one, and then the one we had to finish off with the second tanker. And now we're going to relax for the rest of the evening, which isn't much of it. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I appreciate you watching as always, and I'll see you next time on the Day on the Farm. But until then, have a good one.